What's going on, everyone? This is Dom, and today we are getting into the best cases and accessories for the iPhone 12 Pro Max. This chunky boy right here, this thing is big, you guys. Like, it is a big phone, and we're going to talk about some of the best cases and accessories that I've picked out that are currently available right now. So be sure to hit that thumbs up button if you want to see more videos like this in the future. And if you're looking for some cases, I got a bunch here. I can't use them all. Drop a comment down below. I'll send some out to some of you guys out there. But let's get started. First up, huge shout out to this video sponsor, ESR. I've talked about ESR plenty of times in the past. They make some great affordable cases, right? Like the cases that they make are pretty awesome. And the first thing we're actually gonna talk about is a wireless charger. Now this wireless charger is unlike others because, well, it's a magnetic wireless charger. So it actually has a magnet in here and it'll guide the phone right into the right spot. And it, you know, it's not gonna hold on to it, like you can't shake the phone around, but it's just nice to know that you're putting the phone like right in the right spot because the magnets kind of guide it there using obviously the MagSafe built into the iPhone 12 Pro Max. I just like it because you set it on there and it's just easy. Like it just goes right into where it's supposed to go and you don't have to really fuss with finding the spot or anything. So that is a pretty cool wireless charger in my opinion, and I'll leave links to everything ESR down in the description below. The next case we have here from ESR is actually very similar to Apple's own silicone case, but look at this. Look at that. ESR's case actually has MagSafe built into it. So it's got a MagSafe pass-through, which is awesome because, well, then it'll actually stick to things better because it has that pass-through. I don't know if you've seen my video on the Apple Wallet case. If you haven't, I'll drop that link down below for you. But having this MagSafe pass-through on this actually works pretty well. Let me just grab this little guy right here. You can see that just like locks right on there. And it's helpful, like I said, because if you don't have MagSafe built into your case and you're just putting it on the phone right here, it's gonna be a little bit looser than if you have that little pass-through right there. So this is actually a nice affordable alternative to Apple's own silicone case, and I actually really do dig the look of this. It's just super clean, you know, and you even have a little thing on the side for like a little lanyard or something. And we have kind of a raised lip here for some lay on the table design and a raised camera area too, so you don't scratch up anything in this back area right here. This is a pretty cool case though. I do have one more I wanna show you though. So this last one is pretty simple. I mean, it's just a clear armor case, right? And I say armor because we have a lot of edge protection here, a lot of rigidity along the outside. And of course we have that raised lip there again for the camera bump, so it's keeping the camera safe, and a raised lip on the front for the screen. All the ports and everything are accessible. And this is just a nice case if you're looking for a cheap, clear case that will protect your phone but also let you show off kind of the color or the style that you got, which obviously, I mean, if you're getting a blue phone, maybe you want people to know you have a blue phone. So having a clear case like this definitely does the job, and it's just very simple. We have edge protection here on the corners, just a little extra padding, as you can see right there on those corners. And like I said, ESR, they make some cheap alternatives to like your everyday cases that would sometimes cost like 50 bucks. These ones are a lot less expensive. And if you want to check out anything that ESR has to offer for any iPhone, definitely be sure to check out the link down below in the description. Next up, we have some stuff from UAG, and they make some pretty cool cases. Now these are more on the simple side, right? Like this one right here, the Lucent case. It is literally just like a kind of a TPU, like rubbery style case, but it does have some cool design on the back. We got some like speckles going on there. We have their little logo down at the bottom. Now all these mostly provide like a little recessed area, or a little lip I should say, for the camera here, as well as one on the front. I do like how the button is on here. It's like kind of got dots on it, which is pretty cool. And by the way, if you haven't seen my case and accessory video for the iPhone 12 Pro, definitely be sure to check that out, linked below, because a lot of cases that I mentioned in that video are also compatible, or they also make cases that are similar for the 12 Pro Max. But anyway, this is UAG, this is the Lucent case, and then we have one that offers a little bit more protection that is a little more in line with UAG style. This is the Move, and it's got a hard back here, and then we have some rigid sides as well. This obviously they pop on pretty easy. You just gotta push it over the lips out. This one does offer corner protection as well. You can see that there's actually quite a bit of corner padding there on the side, and of course all the buttons and everything are cut out perfectly. This one has much more of a lip for the lay on the table design like that. You know, obviously that's important. You don't want to scratch up your screen. And overall, I mean, I dig UAG cases. They're pretty cool. And this one is definitely like a chunker for sure. Like it's got, you can see just on its profile how much beef this thing has, right? Like it kind of flares out at the ends a little bit too. That give it a little more protection if you drop your phone. UAG stuff though, always a win. Definitely check them out. Next up, we have the Speck Presidio Perfect Clear. Another clear case, but definitely more of a rugged style clear case. I like Presidio because A, they got rugged stuff going on. I mean, like, they're definitely going to protect your phone. And B, I always like the texture that they put on the back. It really adds some grip to the phone itself. Yeah, so you can see on the sides here and on the back, we have some grip that I just feel more secure holding this with that grip. I know that seems silly, but it's a hard plastic case, so it's definitely going to protect things. And we do have like a kind of a rubbery like outer area here, which is good for like shock absorbent stuff like that. And I think that, you know, this is a pretty cool case. You can't go wrong with Speck. I mean, this Presidio line right here, they've been doing this for a long time. And of course, you can see most all of these cases will offer a lip. Some are gonna be more drastic than others as far as the screen protection goes. But I actually really dig this. It's minimal and it just works. That's kind of my approach to phone cases. Is it minimal? I don't like bulk in my pocket. This isn't really that bulky of a case, but it does provide a pretty decent amount of protection in my opinion. But Presidio, Speck, can't go wrong with them. But let me know what you think. Next up, we got a bunch of stuff from Nomad here. Now, again, I showed these off in my iPhone 12 Pro video, but we have the same cases for the 12 Pro Max here. My favorite, these are just different colorways right here. My favorite is definitely the black one. I mean, if we're going leather, having black right there, that looks so sleek. Now, these don't have MagSafe built in, and I know a lot of people wanted me to test every single case on the 12 Pro video with MagSafe, and if you still think that way, I will refer you to my MagSafe video. Yes, it works, but it doesn't hold on. The thicker the case is, the weaker the connection between the magnets are gonna be. I thought this magnet thing was kind of, you know, engraved in everybody's brain on how they work. Obviously it will charge, but you can see that it's not really holding on to anything very well. So if you're worried about MagSafe working on regular cases, or now I wouldn't say working, but actually having a strong hold on your phone when it's connected to MagSafe, I would probably just get a case that has MagSafe built in. Unfortunately, this does not, but I assume we'll see stuff from Nomad very, very soon that does. That's just the thing, you know, the further away you get a magnet from another magnet or a magnet from metal, the weaker the strength is going to be. It's going to charge, it just might not stick to your phone very well. And that's the situation with all of the cases that I mentioned here that aren't MagSafe. But we also do have this pretty classy little wallet case here, which I actually do like. I like it better than Apple's wallet. We'll talk about that in a little bit. But this one, look at that, really clean, like super duper clean. And you got room for some cards right here, room for some cash or anything on the side over there. And it just covers up your screen. It protects your screen when it's in your pocket. It doesn't provide any like lock unlock functionality, but that's not a big deal. Either way, I think Nomad stuff is really cool. And like I said, I do have some extras of these if anybody wants them. I actually have 2 of these wallet cases that are extra. But like I said, drop a comment below, subscribe to the channel if you want some cases, and I'll reach out to you guys down there and we'll get that going. Next up, we have Totallee, which is definitely one of my favorite case brands. They make some really simple, thin cases, like some of the thinnest cases in the world. I mean, it's not gonna provide you a lot of drop protection at all. It will help with scratches on the back if that's a concern to you, but these are a little tricky to get in. You gotta kind of be careful when you're putting it on because they are so thin that you will actually bend the case itself. Like, you'll bend it for sure. But yeah, look once we have that on there, I mean, it's like virtually non-existent because it's so thin. It adds no bulk to the phone. And we do have another one that is more of a frosted look right here, which will obviously show through the color of your iPhone. I think that these are very simple, but very effective for the minimalist out there. They do have another one here that's more of like a TPU style case, and that is completely clear. It adds a little more bulk to the phone than, let's say, like this guy does right here. Let me just go ahead and pop this out real quick. They are easy to take off. Just putting them on it can be a little tricky. If you pop that one in there, you can see, very clean, very simple. I actually do like this one. They're thin cases though. These, they have to be like some of the thinnest in the world, I swear. They're so stupid thin, it's ridiculous. They do also make screen protectors here too, which I'm not gonna go and put that on right now, but obviously a screen protector is important to have on your shiny new phone here, which apparently does scratch a lot easier than people were thinking. I still think that Totallee cases are a win all around. I love the super thin ones, and this one is pretty cool as well, but let's move on. Next up, we got first party in the house. This is, well, these are Apple cases, right? We have the Apple silicone case and the Apple leather case, both for the 12 Pro Max here. And if we slide that on, let's slide that little puppy on. Obviously, this is a very simple case. I love, because it has a MagSafe pass-through and some kind of NFC inside of the case, you get that little color splash whenever you put on one of their cases. Watch, I'll show you a little more closely. Snap the case on, boom, it knows what color it is. It matches the color perfectly too, which I think is pretty cool. And we also do have the leather case here. Now, these cases aren't gonna be the cheapest, you guys. Leather case, does it do the same thing? Didn't see it. There we go, yeah. That is cool. Okay, so these cases are nice. The leather case is $60. The silicone case is $50. And they're nice first party accessories, right? I mean, I think they're cool. They fit well. They're just very sleek. One thing I did notice though, and this is when I was talking about MagSafe with my iPhone 12 Pro and the wallet case. So we have the wallet case right here, and it stays on the best on this silicone case right here, and that is definitely the case. Let's see if it does any good with the Apple leather case. I feel like it's gonna be more slippery with the leather case. Yeah, I mean, obviously I'm shaking these to the extreme so we can test out the most hardcore situation it might be in, but it has more grip on the silicone case. So if you're gonna get a case and use this wallet attachment with it, I really only recommend this case unless we see some other MagSafe cases that come out with stronger magnets. But yeah, this little wallet case right here, this little Apple leather wallet, it's $60. Yeah, so let's just put it this way. If you want the strongest connection of the wallet to your iPhone, you're gonna have to pay another $50 for this case, plus $60 for that. I mean, for $100 and almost $20, you should just go buy a nice leather wallet because you can get one for like 30 bucks. I mean, for real. But I think that this is a cool case, and the leather thing, I can't really recommend the leather wallet, to be honest. It's just too risky. You're gonna lose you go out drinking, you go out on the town, you're gonna lose your damn wallet. I wouldn't trust it. Next up, we have some cases from Torras, and I love these guys because, it says right on the package, simple but unique. They make affordable cases that aren't going to break the bank or anything like that, and we do have a bunch of them right here. I'm not gonna go over all of them, but some of my favorites for sure. So now, of course, with a big phone like this, you're gonna be watching a lot of media on it. Their kickstand case is actually pretty nice because it has a metal kickstand right here that you can plop out and set on a table. I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory, but it is metal, so you're not gonna break it as easily. It's got some resistance to it, and it's a nice clear case that shows off the phone that you have, which, why wouldn't you wanna do that, I guess? You know, that makes sense, but I really do like this case right here. Now this one's got like a smoky look to it, and I love their smoky colored cases. Now this is a blue one, and you can see, I put it on there, looks pretty sleek, right? We have buttons on the side and everything, but that's not where the fun ends with this case. This case actually has swappable buttons. Look at that. We can swap out the button colors with different ones on the side here. So these buttons that are in here just simply pop out of the case. You can just pop them out and you can replace it with any of the different colors that it comes with. So that's kind of cool, like a blue and orange look or a blue and a lime green look. It's just pretty nice. It comes with little buttons. Like, how can you go wrong with that? And I also do really like this case because it's just simple, right? Like, it's just a simple case that protects your phone. I mean, it's gonna protect from scratches. It's not gonna offer a ton of drop protection, but it is a harder plastic, so it might withstand drops a little better than, let's say, something that's like, you know, flimsy like this. They do also have this case that has like this colored border around it, which I do like as well. It's got a clear back. It's actually a hard plastic case versus this one that has a similar design, but it's just, you know, flimsy. I like this case, and I like the smoky case a lot. These two are definitely my favorite from Taurus, but let me know what you think in the comments section. Next up, we have some charging accessories. Well, as you heard me mention before, the MagSafe charger, if you're into that thing, it's, you know, it's nice. It's a nice way to charge your phone, and I like that I don't have to have a cable sticking down when I'm like going like this on my phone. I can have my, you know how we do it. We rest our pinky right there at the bottom of the phone, and if you have a plug in there, it kind of gets in the way or creates this awkward thing. I like the MagSafe charger here because it just kind of eliminates that. But Apple, please, two things. Make a longer one of these, or make one of these pucks that has a USB Type-C input so that we can use our own cable, because that would be fantastic for $40 here. You know they're gonna charge like $50 if they do that though. But MagSafe, it's a cool way to charge. I don't necessarily trust it all the time. And it's not the cheapest because you still have to buy a block for this dang thing. But speaking of blocks, we got the Spigen PowerArc ArcStation Pro. This is a 20-watt charger right here. So this is a pretty simple little charger. I mean, obviously we have a USB Type-C port on the back, an indicator light. I love how travelable it is, like that you can just fold down. Look at how tiny that is for a 20-watt charger. You just plug it in, flip that out, and you're good to go. So, I mean, this guy right here, ArcStation Pro, pretty awesome in my opinion, but I do have some cases from Spigen as well. So first up, we have the Rugged Armor, and this one is actually pretty simple. I mean, it's a nice rubbery style case, but it does add a lot of protection. So we have a lot of drop protection on the corners. Everything is like kind of built out. As you can see, it adds quite a bit of lip around the outside of the screen there. And it has a little cutout for the Apple logo, which is cute, you know, like why not? Why not have that? So yeah, this is the Rugged Armor, and it's definitely one of my personal recommendations from Spigen, just because it is kind of the best of both worlds. It's not too thick, but it does add some protection to your phone, some drop protection. But if you're looking for drop protection and functionality, the Slim Armor CS is definitely where it's at. Now this case, as you can see, is a lot bulkier than the Rugged Armor, and it is gonna add some width and girth to your phone there. Does round out the edges a little bit as well, but this case has a little wallet compartment. You can stick a card or two in there and close it up, and I would definitely trust this over Apple's wallet implementation any day of the week, because this is actually like on your phone. I don't feel like this is gonna slide open while I'm out on the town or something like that. Like I said, it does add some bulk to your phone, but it's definitely one of my favorite cases from Spigen, because if I'm gonna have bulk, if I'm gonna have a rugged case, at least they're using that space in there, that rugged shell, for some extra functionality, which I can definitely appreciate. They do make other really simple clear cases and stuff like that, and thin cases, but I think that the Rugged Armor and the Slim Armor CS are definitely my two favorites from Spigen all around. Hey, look at that. I just tested it out by dropping it on the table. Next up, I have some cases from Ringke, and I talk about them a lot simply because they're usually one of the first to market with their new phone cases, and they're very affordable. Now, my favorite case from them is a clear case, but not like any other clear case. It has kind of a frosted finish, as you can see right there. So it kind of gives the phone more of a matte look, which I already like because the iPhone back is matte as well. So I just think that this adds a little bit of cool factor to things here. And obviously we do have like lay on the table lip right here and around the cameras as well, which is important. But this, I believe, is the Ringke Fusion. Yeah, it says right there on the side. And you can see here, not a lot of bulk being added to the case itself, and you can see that shiny stainless steel through there as well, which kind of does look cool through a clear case like this, because it's clear on the sides but frosted on the back. They do make some other cases here as well. A lot of these are different iterations of the same case, except for this guy right here is a little more rugged. It just has a little more rugged look and feel to it. But all of these all these are gonna be great choices. I just personally like this frosted look right here because it just adds to the already frosted look on the back, and I love the clear sides because it shows off that shiny stainless steel there as well. Ringke though, they just make affordable cases that aren't, you know, gonna break the bank. They're gonna be like cheaper than some of the other $50 cases and stuff that we've shown off here. But one thing I have left to show you, kind of a sad story. This, my friends, is the Pitaka MagEZ case you can see right here. Now, Pitaka had this MagEZ lineup because, well, it's got magnets built inside of the case. And it's a really cool case, and they have really cool accessories that go along with it. Like, for example, this car mount right here. You just slap your phone on there, and these magnets are actually stronger than Apple's MagSafe, which is nice. But unfortunately, they're not lined up the same as the MagSafe magnets, so they don't really provide additional functionality for the MagSafe on the phone. I mean, sure, you can still use the Pitaka accessories and stuff for the new iPhones. Like, they still work because the magnets are built into the case, but what I'm saying is the magnets aren't in the same place as MagSafe. So yes, you can still charge the phone by using MagSafe here, but it's gonna be a little more unstable because there are now magnets fighting against each other on the back here. And of course, using Apple's own magnet case is gonna be even more of a disaster too, because it's just, like I said, there's magnets fighting over. I think that the Pitaka stuff is really nice. I love the MagEZ line personally. It's just sad that they got dunked on by Apple at their own game. So if you don't care about any official MagSafe accessories and you want to use the Pitaka magnet stuff, I think it's great, and I think they make great cases. Just keep that in mind. If you get one of these cases, it's gonna be a little unstable in the magnet areas because you have two different placed magnets fighting against each other, essentially. But that about wraps it up for this video. A lot of cool stuff here, a lot of cool stuff happening, and I wanna know what your favorite accessory is or case down in the comments section below. Like I said, I got a lot of these, as you can see. So if anybody's interested in a case, be sure to subscribe to the channel, drop a comment down below. Let me know which one is your favorite, and I'll reach out to some of you out there and send you some cases, because I really don't need 10 million iPhone cases. I need one and then I'm good. But yeah, let me know your favorites down in the comment section below. If you enjoyed this video, hit the thumbs up button, and if you're new around here, be sure to subscribe to the channel, and don't forget to hit the notification bell so you can be notified when new videos on this little bad boy drop in the near future. I really do appreciate all the support, everyone. Thank you so much for watching. Once again, this is Dom, and I will catch you in the next video.